Hi, Cancer. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to On the Journey 111. I'm El Rock, your hostess, and we are here to do an in between on your fortnightly zodiac read on what you need to know right now. As always, this is a general timeless reading. The messages are what you need to know right now. And yeah, I think that's about it. I do want to thank all of my new subscribers, my returning subscribers, and all of you dropping by On the Journey 111 to check it out. Thank you so much for being here. Your likes, your shares, subscribes, and comments all help On the Journey gain visibility on YouTube. So thanks for being a part of my journey. So, Cancer, with all that said, let's find out what you need to know right now. All right, Imrama, wonder, voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, and journey of the soul. So, Cancer, you might be traveling here pretty soon. And if it's not as practical as getting out of town or going on some sort of a journey, this is a soul journey. So, you're going to need to take it as it resonates. And Imrama is here right now to tell you that a journey is coming for you or that you're currently on one. And you've got guidance on this journey. That's why this little dolphin is here. You see how she's on this boat in the ocean by herself, and yet she's got the guidance and the companionship of the dolphin. There's some kind of guidance or companionship with you on this journey, and it's there to support. And it could be more than one, but there's one that's definitely visible, and potentially guidance or friendship here in the background that's a little less visible. But you are being looked after, Cancer, on this journey. You are protected. What else do we have for Cancer for what they need to know right now, please? My little crabby crabs. We're bringing in the water element, Cancer, with the mermaids, and then in a little bit, as we close the reading, we'll draw some shells for some further clarification for you. So, Cancer, okay, Coral's wisdom. That's been coming out a fair amount here for the groups, for several of the zodiacs. Who was it out for? It was out yesterday for Leo. You might be dealing with a Leo or have Leo in your chart. But Coral's wisdom is about colony, delicacy, fragility, and works that are created over great periods of time. So, with the delicate nature of coral, it's easily broken, it's super fragile. But I'm going to go one step deeper because this card has been coming out so much since I've been doing the what you need to know right now that we're going to read it in the book. So I'm going to put you on pause while I get the book. All right. So here's what the book looks like. We have what the mermaids sing song is or their message. It's not in reversed, and then we'll do the divination. So the mermaids sing, "Oh, how we love these tiny beings who gather and create Poseidon's castle and caves of wisdom. Their intricate underwater towers of red, gold, and softest pinks have taken over thousands of your human years to create, and yet you destroy them. And yet they offer you so much. Their healing powers are so strong, and they can help all of us, including we mermaids at the present time, connect back to Atlantis, back to Lemuria. They are an ancient living storehouse of memories and wisdoms and collective consciousness of life itself on the planet. Why else would Buddha make coral one of the 7 sacred treasures? For he found it restored his tranquility and serenity even under the most challenging circumstances. Why else would Poseidon request the coral to create castles for the merfolk to dwell within and learn from? A living building, a wisdom temple that was truly alive. In your Greek mythology, it is said that the coral was formed from the blood falling from Medusa's severed head, and this is reflected in the Greek name for red coral, Georgia. So it holds her blood, the energy of the most ancient ones, even after they have seemed to pass. Your sailors learned from us that persevering the coral could ease the stormy seas. And then we shared that the coral's protective powers could help safeguard the children and create a fertile world. But you misunderstood and you took the coral. They gift to you so often as they wash up on the shore, but you began to take it, and then you polluted the waters, and now her life is threatened. Please, although you hunger for her beauty, do not purchase harvested coral. The ocean needs her libraries, her temples, her castles of wisdom. Please do know that please do know where your coral is coming from. The very best piece of all is a small piece washed up on the shore for you. It will carry such strong energy and is even more precious because the sea offered her to you. It is said by some the mermaids shared precious corals with seamen they loved to protect and bless them against sea storms and drowning. However, today it is no longer we mermaids choosing. Human farmers have depleted the red coral of the Mediterranean to dangerously low levels. If you do have a piece of this soon-to-be endangered item, please treasure it, respect it, and do something to give back to the coral beings who are now protecting you with their beautiful, strong moon blood energy. It can banish nightmares and bring us through an emotional crisis by guiding us to calmer shores and clearing muddy waters. We have recommended coral for people with bone issues. Coral has an incredibly high level of calcium, and some forms are very hard and strong. It also can increase the very health of your bone marrow and is a boon to women of all ages. Every year, coral smugglers take thousands of dollars of worth of this precious substance from land to land and sell the bones of the sea mother, without which she cannot live. If you do purchase coral, please know the source of the coral you are using and be sure to give back to the coral reefs in some form. The mother needs her coral to live. They are often called the canaries of the ocean, as any ill health in coral comes years before ill health to the reef's species. Divination. Coral is a magic talisman to enhance beauty and to ensure protection has been long used. Tune into the coral and see which color comes to you to know what messages these precious tiny creatures are communicating to you. Each coral family has particular qualities, and each region has an energetic signature that is unique. To tune into your coral, read the list below and then simply hold your coral in your receiving hand to know the color it is sending you. Red prevents bleeding and is wonderful for the menstrual cycle and for women who are going into their crone years or menopausal. Red coral also heals wounds and makes people strong. Blue can prevent illness and disease developing and restores balance to the body, soul, emotions, and spirit. Gold, this beautiful rare coral, brings abundance and great good fortune. Black banishes negative energies from your body, your bones in particular. Black coral can assist in banishing disease and in aiding people with osteoporosis. Angel skin coral. This beautiful soft pink coral can be worked with to prevent and to ease skin conditions such as psoriasis, eczema, and sensitive skin and eyes. It also helps with sinus issues, acne, and increases and stabilizes liver function. White coral. Pure rebirth, a time for transformation, allowing yourself to change and develop once again. Love that is unconditional and kind. White coral can be used to program and store energies. And then finally, in the reversed position, if it were out in reversed or you're feeling the energy in reversed, this is what it means. Unwilling to take responsibility for the impact of your choices that you make to the wider world. It is time to make some adjustments now for the highest good of all. Look into purchasing ethical goods, fair trade, eco-consciousness. There may be a reluctance to do so, a feeling that if something has already been destroyed, then what difference can your choices and actions make? But your every choice makes an enormous difference. The reversed card also means that you are living very quickly and expecting things to move at a pace which is not natural. You are living and contemplating the short term. The coral urges you to slow down and wonder at the impact of your choices for the next 1,000 years, collectively, as humans and individually, and as the legacy for your future ancestors. So that's what coral wisdom is bringing through for you, Cancer. Something else that I'm getting that's a little bit separate from what's coming through the book is if you've ever actually had, if you've been swimming in the ocean and you've ever been nicked by coral, it's actually quite painful. And even though it doesn't look bad and it doesn't typically bleed much, it'll get an irritating rash and, some things like that. So if you are, on this voyage, if you are moving amongst things that, okay, let me just say it, that have been around for a really long time, things that are long lasting, but have a natural protective system within it, be mindful and gentle with it because the coral can be painful when you scrape it, touch it, or hit it, right? And so on this journey, I'm also getting a secondary message to be mindful of what you're running into along the way and getting to a level that's too close where you could be hurt or damaged or a defense mechanism is activated against you, Cancer, or you activating one against somebody else that can cause a stinging, burning sensation, right? That's kind of what coral does. So whatever that is, whoever that's for, that's obviously a really specific message for somebody out there. Take it as it resonates. And let's see what else we have for my beautiful Cancer for what they need to know right now. You're tapping into ancient wisdom on this journey is the main thing that you need to know. And the coral is here to give that to you. You might be doing ancestral research, right? So maybe you're going to get some information about ancestors that bring a level of wisdom to you. Or you're researching something in deep history that is interesting to you. Whatever this has to do with old wisdom being brought back in new ways, Cancer. And that old wisdom is here to help you on this journey that you're taking with Imrama. So I don't know, is that the message? Because no other cards seem to want to come out here. Okay, there they come. And it was this little trifecta that blew out. Okay, so yeah, beautiful. You have freedom, independence, self-determination, Cancer. So whatever this journey is, you are, whether it's a physical journey to someplace new or just one within, it's one that you're taking alone, that you're using to tap into your freedom. There's some determination around that, probably in terms of the wisdom that you're seeking. And we've got endurance here. This has also been coming out quite a bit. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing. You can see that there's multiple mermaids here, and that that comes in with that unseen support that you have, or that quiet support that you have, right? Support here in the background, support that you can reach out and touch. These mermaids are here. They're here to support you. You can see that it's been a little bit wavy or choppy at the top, the surface of the water, but underneath it's beautiful. So keep going with what you're doing with whatever this journey is that you're taking. And then finally we have the crane bag, which is sacred ocean medicine, cluttering, decluttering, and choosing or choice. So the crane bag would be like a medicine bag on land, right? Like the native Indians create, usually filled with stones, potentially herbs, things like that. So this is a call to bring in the power and medicine of the crane bag. So if you've got some seashells around your house, especially some coral, maybe just pack a little medicine bag when you're taking your journey and carry that energy with you, because it is part of the wisdom. Remember that you can hold on, you can, in meditation, you can connect with your piece of coral and hold it and see what color it's giving you, see what wisdom from the ocean that it's giving you. One of the things that I really love is the concept of, well, it's animism, is what it's called. And animism is the concept that everything carries with it a consciousness, whether it's animate, like you and I, or inanimate, for instance, this shell, an inanimate object, this candle. Everything carries with it a story, right? Before this candle came to sit on my table and be a part of our readings and the energy that lives here, it once lived in packaging in a store, and it watched people walk by it until somebody purchased it. And before that, it went through the hands of shipping and the hands of creation. And even before that, it had the essence of itself as the materials that it was before it became plastic and light. So understanding that there is, all things in life have a consciousness or an animation within it, even if you don't see it move or share with it verbally, it's information. It's still available to you. And that's what Coral Wisdom is here to talk to you about. That it's bringing you medicine of wisdom from your past that is meant to protect you. Now, what I pulled out was the shell of love here, but we're going to put that back in and see what else we have. And then at the bottom of the deck, this has also been coming out, the unseen. There is too much hidden from you. So again, this is feeling your way through something intuitively, my beautiful Cancer. Whatever it is, only you're going to know. Let's see here. Get some of these cards so you can see them a little bit better. All right, and then let's just find out what the shells have to say to clarify for you. What else do we have for Cancer? So Cancer, what you need to know right now is you're going on a journey. You can't see everything. There's too much that's unseen. But the wisdom of the ocean is here to help you. You've shown up in your own reading here as Cancer over freedom. We have give TLC. Wow, this has been coming out a lot too. Tender, loving care. And if this is freedom, where TLC is coming in from, then the TLC that you're giving yourself is some sort of level of freedom. Over Imrama, we have wisdom. Beautiful. So Imrama is here to talk to you about the wisdom of the voyage that you're taking, whatever that is. I can see here on the bottom of this, I see a face and I see tears coming out. Do you see an eye, a nose, and the water coming from the eyes and the illumination all around it? It seems like this may have been a difficult journey for you and somewhat painful, but Imrama is here with the wisdom behind what you've learned on your journey, my beautiful Cancers. And then we have be authentic. So of course, be who you are and play. Play brings insights. Play loosens you up, gets rid of all of that tension from just life in general. It lets your muse come in. It creates space. Playing is something that is so necessary, especially for adults who are so caught up in, the ins and outs of their daily lives. Play is something that we do as kids, and yet it's still something that we need as adults. Oh my gosh, love came out again. That's beautiful. So, putting that love, that attention, and that time into yourself. And then Cancer, you came out again over the crane bag. So you're really showing up in your reading. You could have a Leo in the mix. The Leo is the one where the unseen is. So if you're dealing with a Leo, there's potentially some things that aren't being disclosed, or there's a lack of transparency for you. But the Cancer is here again over the crane bag. And then over endurance, your messages are stir it up, So keep doing it, mix new things into the recipe of your life. See if you love it. If you don't, you can start over and stir up a new batch, right? So that's a really great message. And then chill and you're loved. So, in terms of endurance, when you are enduring, remember to take time to relax, take that tension down, um, tapping into play, and then just the reminder that you're loved. We've got a lot of love here. We've got love here. We've got TLC. So that is both not just giving it, but also being available to receive it, Cancer. So if somebody's wanting to give love to you, give attention, you can be available to that. And what you need to know right now is that you are going on a journey of great wisdom to solidify your freedom, and that it's going to take some endurance to achieve it. But Ocean Medicine with the Crane Bag is here to help you on your journey. So, that, my beautiful Cancer, is what you need to know right now. And I'll see you later on next week for the fortnightly zodiacs. Until then, bye for now.